Hey guys, TGKS Productions. For this GT Live video, I'm going to be showing you my full solo playthrough of the data contract. Before I go any further, let's see what Sessenta has to say about this contract.
Okay, this right here is where it all comes together. Thanks to you, we got the shop. Thanks to me, we got the team. And thanks to Kenny, we got the work. Seriously, my man can mingle like a motherfucker. He got all kinds of clients coming to him to get shit done and keep their hands clean. This here planning board gonna tell you all about that shit. Whatever he got available, we put it up here. More stuff coming down the line too. K takes a little cut, but you act right, drive right, and work right, and we gonna pay you right. Just focus on one of these jobs at a time, okay? Keep it clean and think about it before you commit.
Alright, so let's go ahead and start the data contract to confirm. This is the one we want to start.
Okay, y'all ready to drive too close to the sun? This shit is about to get real. There's this old school hacker dude, all reclusive and shit. Soon as he heard there was a new play in town, he reached out. Got something he don't trust to no friendly face. He wants someone to rob Don Percival. In case you don't know who that is, he's the CEO of motherfucking Merriweather. Apparently, he got some secret files worth their weight in gold. But that shit ain't on the cloud, y'all. Percival got a super off-the-books hideaway. No one knows where it is, so this hacker needs us to find it. Find a way inside and steal the hard drives with the files on them. Yeah, that's the kind of crazy gets you paid real good. So let's get paid.
So I'm going to be showing all three missions in this video. The first two, which are almost sort of like preps, and then the last one, which I almost consider like a mini heist in a way. So we'll be showing off all of those. And throughout the video, I may not necessarily be talking for the entire video, and I'm still debating on how I want to do the other 5 contracts, play them, as well as the the ones that'll be coming in the future. But in any case, I won't, like I said, I may not be talking for the whole video, but I definitely will commentate through a chunk of it here and there. So first up here, we have safe house location. We need to locate Meriwether's CEO base of operations and find a way inside. So let's go ahead and start here.
Hey, you know the tricky part about raiding the off-the-grid weekend retreat of the billionaire Merriweather CEO? Finding out where that shit is. We got one lead. His deliveries come by air from Palmer Taylor Power Station. Get over there and see if there's someone you can tell.
So I'm not going to show you guys the full drive for this because it was a bit of a drive to get over to the power station. I am going to definitely show all the conversations or phone calls that took place in the mission. But other than that, like I said, for driving time, I'll try to cut a lot of that out and try to show you the main portion of the action or what is going on with these missions.
Hey yo, remember, these deliveries are all run by air. You're looking for a chopper most likely. If you see it, tell that shit, and you'll end up right where you need to be.
So we're coming up to the power station here, and you'll notice we have to follow this skylift to the base of operations in order to find it.
As soon as you see that chopper drop the delivery, get your phone out. I need a photo of the entrance.
Now right here, I'd recommend spawning in if you have either the Sparrow from the submarine or a CEO buzzard from the CEO vehicles in the interaction menu to follow this skylift. At least from my location, it was a pain. I don't even know why I ended up doing it with just a vehicle. I mean, as long as you stay, I'd say, a safe distance away from the skylift, I don't think you'd fail the mission in any way. So I would just recommend that because for me, it was a pain to drive all the way over there. It took forever, especially I had to go through the turbine farm here with all the windmills, and that was just very, very frustrating, a little bit annoying, just having to drive through all these hills and terrain here up in Blaine County. So yeah, I'd recommend just spawning in a helicopter if you were able to and just follow the skylift that way. I don't know if you're necessarily going to have the same variation as I did. I'm assuming some of the variations for these missions since they take place in free mode, like we see with like prep works for the other heists. Even though this isn't really like a heist, but there's these variations of missions. I'm assuming there's going to be different locations for them, like we see with some other free mode missions as well. So yeah, like I said, I won't show the whole drive here. I'll just, if there's any phone calls that happen to come up, I'll show that. But for the most part, I'll just skip to when I get to the bunker. So coming up to the bunker here, we're going to need to investigate the drop site here and see what is going on. So it looks like this barrage has the transponder that we're going to need to steal for our final robbery or mini heist. And when I played this, and I believe I mentioned this in my intro beginner's guide, getting the barrage wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. I mean, I thought this guy in the minigun in the back here was end up going to just absolutely obliterate me. But it's pretty easy to just shoot him out. I was being very cautious at first, but as soon as I got close to the barrage, they immediately started shooting at me. But I ended up getting my AP pistol here. I shot, as soon as I hit the guy, he pretty much fell out of the barrage, and then I was able to seal the barrage from there and deliver to the destination where I needed to. So not really all that difficult a mission, which is nice because obviously, if these free mode missions are pretty difficult, might turn some people off from these contracts because these will become probably a lot of rinse and repeat in the long run. But let's go ahead and take over and steal this barrage. So we have these enemy buzzards on us. Personally, just recommend having your snacks out and then just driving the vehicle, continue driving the vehicle to your auto shop. Just for the mere fact that I don't know if these buzzards respawn. I didn't really get out of the vehicle and try to take them out and see if there was like a respawn rate for them. But I just recommend, like I said, staying in the barrage, keeping your snacks out because you might get shot up a bit to where you can go into low health. But if you have snacks, you have them out, the interaction menu out, you eat them as needed, you should be fine and just be able to get right back to the auto shop. See, like right here, I ended up like wiping out a bit, slowed me down. They shot me up a pretty good bit. They ended up getting me below half health. So at that point, I decided to pull my snacks out and start eating them. And like I said, just keep, I recommend just keeping the menu out. Just use them as needed. I don't know why I ended up putting my menu away there. I guess I felt confident, but really, it's probably safer just to keep your menu out, just to ensure that you won't get killed. Of course, if you get killed, it shouldn't matter. You're in free mode. It's not like you're gonna fail the mission, but just so you don't have to like get killed and you're out of the vehicle, and they might be spraying you when you're out of the vehicle, which probably cause you to die faster. So it just sort of eliminates that irritation that may come about if you were to die. So as we're getting close to our auto shop here, we do get a call from Moody Man, so let's go ahead and see what he has to say.
Hey, listen, just want to make sure y'all understand what we about here. Well, I mean, first of all, we about making all kinds of money. But apart from that, it's about being who we are, driving what we want to drive, hitting what the fuck we want to hit. You got my outside perspective, your street knowledge, and Sessanta's know-how. There ain't no stopping us. You ready to shake this bitch up or what? Good. Now get back to it. Hey, yo, Sess told me we found this bunker, and she working on the front door key for that shit. That shit might be doomsday proof, but it ain't Detroit proof. Fuck them motherfuckers, let's do this shit.
Alright, so the first mission down for the data to contract. 2 more to go, or really 1 more prep-like mission to go, and then the final.
Hey, what you do this weekend? Oh, nothing. Just raided some private military underground nuclear bunker. You know, basic shit.
Alright, next up we have defenses. Find equipment that will help defend against any retaliation from Meriwether's CEO.
Okay, our contact for this job is some hacker dude, and he's gonna need some time to upload whatever's on these hard drives we stealing. Now, way I see it, if you stole some hard drives from the CEO of Meriwether, he gonna have something to say about you uploading that shit. So we better have something to say back, you feel me? And where better extra equipment than from the people we gonna be? Take as much Meriwether equipment as you can and get to the contact's place down on Elysian Island. We only got 1 shot at this. Make it count.
So with this particular mission, it's sort of similar to the Duggan Shipments mission, the Diamond Casino heist, as well as the Disruption missions, the Carabrego heist, except it's the opposite way around, where instead of stealing, or instead of destroying these armaments, you are stealing the armaments, and instead of weakening the enemies, you're actually strengthening yourself to help defend the client on the final mission. Now, what I will say about this is, number one, definitely I would say use a helicopter. Don't use a vehicle like me, because you're being timed. You want to be able to go through this mission much quicker. I'd also say I don't know if I went for the moving target here. I don't know if I would have really went for the moving target. I think it's much better to go for the stationary targets. I didn't realize when I started this mission that 2 out of the 3 targets were stationary. So I'd go for them first, just because obviously you don't have to worry about tracking the vehicle down, chasing it. You're going to be able to get the vehicles much quicker, save a little bit of time. Also, I wouldn't really worry about this mission as much if you plan on playing the mission solo, because if you're going to play the mission solo, then you really don't need to worry about these vehicles, I guess, as much. You can't utilize them as much, but at the same time, you still can. I mean, I guess like in the back of the Insurgent pickup custom, you could still sit in it and shoot at the air vehicles. You just have to manually move it yourself. Same thing, you end up seeing me here steal an anti-aircraft trailer connected to a Night Shark. So if you're able to move it without getting killed, and then I guess you could use it from that point. So just something to take in consideration. I guess it still can be beneficial solo, but definitely if you're going with play with more players on the final mission, 100% want to get all these, and most likely you probably have other players playing with you on this mission, so you should easily be able to get all the the armaments that are available. So bring the first armament into Elysian Island here. I believe this was another location for a drop-off, probably even more than I'm thinking of, but for one of the client jobs. Can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but yeah, I think this was a location for that, or at least around down here. That is the first armament delivered. Let's go ahead and go for another.
Let's pick it up. Clock's ticking.
So I decided to go for the one at the airport. Again, I think the stationary ones, at least with my particular variation, they were even closer to Legion Island, so it would have definitely made more sense to go for those. And also, just as a reminder, I would also, recommend using a chopper. It's going to be much quicker. I finally decided to spawn in a chopper, going to this second location here because I just knew that, if I didn't do that, there may be a chance I don't even get the second armament. So yeah, definitely use a helicopter on this mission. It's going to make it a lot easier, or at least a lot faster for you to be able to go through the mission and get as many armaments as you can. And with the stationary target here, you do have a lot more enemies to kill here. There are a handful of Merryweather enemies protecting this Night Shark with the anti-aircraft carrier, but at least you don't have to worry about chasing it down. Honestly, I probably could even throw a few explosives in there. I think I ended up just going in with the assault shotgun and just try to take them out all real quickly and just move to the Night Shark, try to grab it so I could save on time and deliver it to the Legion Island location to store it. So yeah, are more guys, but at least you don't have to worry about chasing after the armament. And if you're coming from the airport, you go into the Legion Island location, remember to always take this shortcut. It definitely saved a chunk of time for me because I didn't have to go all the way around the road there and turn up onto this road. So it saved a little bit of time for me, so definitely remember that shortcut. So unfortunately at this point I wasn't able to get to the third and final armament. I don't even believe I ended up getting to it, so I'm not even sure if I ended up finding out what it was. But nonetheless, we still got two of them, and playing solo, two of them are definitely more than enough you really need, because I ended up playing this contract solo. So at least I got 2 out of 3 for this mission.
Hey, so we got some good stuff, right? That's gonna help when them Merryweather fools come knocking. Nice work. Shit, when that Merryweather dude comes after you...
So here we are on the third and final mission of this contract. It's almost like the mini heist. We have the robbery, infiltrate the Merryweather CEO's base, steal the hard drives, and deliver them to the client. So let's go ahead and fire this mission up. So with the data contract here, the main setting that I focused on, and I'd say the most important one, was the weapon loadout. Now, there's 3 weapon loadouts. You have the sharpshooter, the hustler, and the heavyweight. Now, personally, I went with the heavyweight. Because this was my first time playing this contract, I wasn't necessarily sure if that would be the best one to pick. I believe I ended up picking that one because of the shotgun, and I knew I was going to be in a bunker in close quarters, at least with the first part of this contract. So I think that's why I ended up going with that particular loadout. I didn't really want to go with sharpshooter just because of the sniper. I didn't really see myself sniping on these particular. I didn't really want to take a sniping approach. I didn't really see myself sniping. You get the mini SMG with that loadout, so I guess you could use that, which wouldn't be too bad. And then I believe the hustler had like the bullpup rifle, which assault rifle, that's not too bad. But I think I wanted the shotgun, so that's why I went with that particular loadout, which is the heavyweight. I'm not saying this is the best loadout for this particular contract. I still have to experiment a little bit more with it, but that is the one that I chose. right here with the vehicle at this point, because it's our first contract and I haven't purchased any other tuner vehicles that came with this DLC at this point. This is the only one that I had available, so I pretty much was forced to use Sessenta's Obey Tailgater. And then also you can obviously, pick what outfit or mask you want. That's totally up to you as the player. So you can see which one I picked, and then we'll get on with this mission. So the first part of this mission, we have to head to a bunker, and we end up having to steal these hard drives. So let's go ahead, hit that objective first. There is going to be a bit of dialogue here before we get to the bunker. I'll show that, and then we'll hit the bunker, complete the first objective.
Alright, who's ready to go on the ground? This shit may be a nuclear bunker owned by some doomsday prepping billionaire CEO of a private military company, but don't nobody panic. We know the bunker in Raton Canyon, we know how to open the door, and we know what we stealing. Hard drives. We don't know what's on them, but we do know we get paid for them. Kay's client is this hacker fool, Avi Schwartzman, and he twitching for this shit. We only gotta name our price. Now remember, wait, just a sec. Hey Kay, is that you?
What up, though, babe?
Good timing, babe. I was just about to call you. We moving on these hard drives.
Oh, yeah? Perfect. I'ma take a seat. Hey, you always look this fine when you working.
Nah, this all day, every day, baby. Get your eyes checked.
Shit, you looking good, girl. How long before they get to that bunker?
Not long enough.
Damn.
So you spoke to this Schwartzman dude today?
Yeah, he all right. Hiding out, ready to do his thing. Dude needs to relax a little, though, you feel me? He's a little jumpy. But this shit is all under control, right?
He good for the money?
Aw, hell yeah. Y'all should see this fool's rap sheet. He helped the crew hit the Pacific Standard, and he worked for whoever hit the casino. I don't know what his cut was, but it's enough to pay us good.
Alright, that's all I need to know. Well, except, if this fool's so well connected, why he need us?
Like I say, he jumpy. Like living in the woods, talking to trees kinda jumpy. Got it in his head he can't even trust his own people. Now he's going up against this Don Percival fool. He figured he needed an outsider. That's where I came in.
Hey, we came in, babe.
You the best part of me, girl. That goes without saying.
Mm-hmm.
And I never forget who we got behind the wheel, baby. Alright, ain't nothing for it now. Let's go.
Alright, we're at the bunker. Let's go and enter in and start grabbing these drives.
Oh, crap!
Once you down there, you looking for the service section. That's where these drives gonna be plugged in.
One thing that's unfortunate here is I don't think you can go about this in a stealth sort of way. You do have a micro SMG with a suppressor on it, but as soon as you enter this bunker, it appears like they immediately get alerted, which is unfortunate. But nonetheless, let's start moving through this bunker, kill these enemies, collect the drives.
You dirtbag! Get your head down! You alright? I need cover! Go to hell! I'm out! Drop the weapon! Is there?
So what's on these drives, babe? And don't be saying you don't know.
Nah, for real, girl. I don't know.
He didn't say nothing.
Say something!
Who, Avi? Nah. He said the less we know about this Don Percival fool, the better.
I bet it's political. Soon as your ass is owning bunkers with secret files and shit, it's always political.
Political, criminal, it's the same shit. I don't care if it's ass prints from the grassy knoll. Long as it's profitable, I don't give a fuck.
Fuck you!
Hard drives then drive hard, right?
Oh, babe, now we on some poetry shit? You're killing me.
So I started clearing the enemies from the storage area of the bunker and then working my way to the other side for the mere fact of this is obviously the closest area of when I entered the bunker, but not only that, I was just ensuring I didn't really have any enemies behind me as I'm clearing enemies out from one side of the bunker and then slowly moving to the other side.
Loser! You dirtbag! Give it up, ass!
And you'll notice a lot of these enemies even just have plain pistols. As long as you're being cautious moving through this bunker, you have snacks, you should be fine. This really shouldn't be super difficult. There is a barrage at the other side of the bunker you do have to be somewhat cautious of. You honestly could probably just throw a grenade in, blow it up. I don't believe I did that when I got to that point, but that's probably really where the weapon or the enemies have the like heaviest amount of like weaponry, so to say. But other than that, this shouldn't be too super difficult to move through, even as I'm doing solo here.
Time to meet your maker! Hold station! You're dead! Take him down! I'm reloading!
Come on, let's go. This shit ain't rocket science.
How you know? Maybe that's what's on them drives, babe.
Alright, well, stealing rocket science ain't rocket science, y'all. Double time, let's go.
Grab that guy! Something wrong! Do what I think you did! Hell no!
So you have a ton of enemies right here where the shooting range usually is in the bunker. So I just wanted to take cover here. Be very cautious shooting these enemies. Definitely don't want to run in there. One thing I didn't try is I don't know if you can go into those pop machines. I mean, if you can, I'll have to try this out when I play this another time. You might be able to get like a sprunk or out of there and fill your health up if those work. I don't know if they do at this point, but you know, something to give you full health and you don't have to use your snacks. So it may be something to try.
How we doing? You getting them?
Take cover! Loser! Are you alright? Get out the way! Drop the weapon! We got a man down! Watch your ass! You dirtbag! Bend over, here it comes! You're done!
Coming through this hallway here, this is what I mentioned earlier. There's a barrage back here, and I was lucky I really didn't get killed there. I was pretty fortunate because I accidentally walked on top of that car there. I don't know how the barrage didn't kill me. What probably would have made more sense is taking cover to the right there behind that wall and then blind firing a bit. So that's just something to maybe take consideration. Fortunately, I didn't get killed here, but you know, I probably could have had a little bit of a safer way of turning this corner here. Let's go ahead and collect the last hard drive.
When you find them, you don't gotta be gentle with this shit, y'all. Just yank it out.
Oh, damn, that's cold, baby. Shit.
Soon as you got them all, get the hell out of that death trap.
See you up top, yo.
You piece of shit!
Alright now, Obby is in a secure location. Sess just sent it to you. Get that shit over there and let him do his thing.
So pretty much from this point, we have to deliver the files we just stolen to Avi and protect him while he downloads them.
So what's happening when we get there, Kay?
Obby said he needs some time to upload whatever that shit is.
Upload it straight away? This shit must be hot, Kay.
For sure.
Political. I'm telling you, man.
Yo, red alert, people. Obby just fired the flare. This personal motherfucker got a fucking army headed over to his ass. Get there before they do.
So notification made up the screen says Merriweather are en route to ambush Avi Schwartzman, get them before Merriweather take him out. So we're just gonna go protect him again while he's downloading the files. And during this drive, you may have some Merriweather vehicles chase after you. Really shouldn't be that much of a threat. As long as you have snacks available, just in case you were to wreck, you can even keep the menu out while you're driving. You should be fine. This really shouldn't be that difficult to drive, so I wouldn't really worry too much about this.
Hey, babe, this Schwartzman dude got his own people? Or are we it?
Nah, he got people. But none of us getting paid by no corpse show. This motherfucker Avi got to live long enough to upload, or whatever the fuck he do.
Get ready, y'all.
So we're coming up to Elysian Island here. We have to go to Avi Schwartzman. Looks like he has a health meter there, as you can see. And what we're going to do here is we have to insert the drives into the terminals as our first step here. So let's go ahead and inquire with Avi. First, I didn't think you could go into that building there. I thought that was closed off, but he ends up being inside this building here.
Plug him in! Plug him in! Let's get this thing done. Okay, insert the drives. You don't get a cent before the upload is complete. I'm not being paranoid. They're gonna try and kill me. And you. Get ready.
Y'all didn't forget, right? APC anti-aircraft gun. Let's get this shit online.
Yo, that shit get me foaming at the mouth, y'all. Let's do this shit. Yo, my man is a wreck. If he gets shot, he gonna lose his mind.
Just keep his ass safe.
So last step in this mission here is to protect Avi. Now, the armaments that we stole in the defenses mission when setting up this mini heist here, you can utilize those armaments. For example, I stole the Insurgent Pick a Custom as well as the Night Shark with the anti-aircraft carrier. I just wasn't able to get over to them in time. In fact, I wasn't even quite sure where they were at. I didn't realize there was sort of like a little, almost like inlet inside that bridge pillar there. So that sort of confused me, and you'll notice a little bit later on I was trying to get over there. But those can definitely be extremely helpful. I would go over there as soon as you deliver the drives to Avi. That way you're over there before the enemy starts spawning, because, you know, once they start spawning, it's a lot harder to get over there. You'll see exactly where that's at in a little bit. It took me a little bit to figure out where the location of these vehicles were. They were inside, like I said, they were sort of in the inlet of the bridge pillar there, which threw me off at first. But if you do find yourself shooting, I would stay around this railing here. You have panels on the railing to protect you, as well as if you need to run inside the building there to protect yourself from like the buzzards or the half-track that'll spawn later, you can do that as well. So if you do find yourself shooting with the weapons on hand, this would probably be a pretty good position to be in, as I am here.
You didn't die on that godforsaken little island, and you're not gonna die here. You're gonna be on your sea fishing again in no time. One last job.
You're gonna die!
And you'll notice right here coming up, this is where the half-track spawns. Now later in this, a little bit later, I do end up killing it with a shotgun hit. I know I sprayed it quite a bit with the micro SMG, so this vehicle doesn't seem to be strong. Honestly, if you toss a grenade at it, it should be able to blow it up pretty easily. So I really wouldn't worry about this vehicle too much. And obviously, if you're in one of the vehicles like the anti-air defense trailer or the Insurgent Pickup Custom, probably if you shoot it with that, it'll probably blow up pretty quickly. So it really shouldn't be that strong. I had to come inside the building here because it was dealing a lot of damage on me, and I wasn't able to shoot the guy out of the gun position. It's pretty hard to do that with the half track. So, you know, eventually I did end up, like I said, shooting it with a shotgun shell and ended up blowing it up, which is odd. I don't know how I did that, so it must not be that strong. But yeah, toss a grenade at it. Or I think if you have like the Hustler, one of the other loadouts, you have sticky bombs. You can probably set a sticky bomb up there, just blow it up, and you're good to go.
This shit is getting crazy.
And also we have these weaponized Tampas that do spawn too. Really wouldn't worry about them too much either. I was able to shoot the drive there pretty easily, as you just saw. And of course, if you're in the search pickup custom, the anti-aircraft trailer, you're gonna be able to destroy those super quickly.
Yo, there's plenty more where
So
they came
yeah, I
from,
wouldn't worry
alright?
too much there either. And you see just how pretty much impossible it is to try to shoot the gunner in the back there. So I wouldn't really try that at all. Again, just go for blowing up the whole half track. It doesn't seem that strong, at least not as strong as like the personal vehicle ones. And also I got to the point where he updated the drives right there. So right now all I have to do is just kill the rest of these enemies that are spawned.
That's gotta be it, y'all.
Yeah, it sounds like you got every motherfucker in the 10-mile radius. Shit, we gotta be done.
Bitch! You're going down! Drop the weapon! Death embrace you! You dirtbag! You're gonna die, bitch! You dirtbag! What a pansy! Moron!
And right there, somehow I blew up the half track with one shotgun shell. I did spray it a little bit before with the micro SMG, but the vehicle seems pretty weak. So if you just spray the vehicle a bunch of times, or like I said, just throw a grenade or sticky bomb, whatever throwable you have with the particular weapon loadout you picked, should be pretty easy to destroy that half track, even the Tampas. And then I was trying to get to the weaponized vehicles at this point. I was trying to figure out where they were. I didn't realize they were on the opposite side here. The location of them just really confused me here, so that's why I was trying to run to them to take out the remaining rest of these enemies. So that's what I'm trying to do right here, and I do end up getting to them. You'll see where they're at. They're sort of in an inlet in the pillar in the bridge here. I just ended up going to the wrong side here. I had to throw a grenade here, blow up the fence to be able to get through. So yeah, took some heavy shots from the helicopters, but it was okay. Didn't get killed, and did end up making it to those vehicles.
You dirtbag! Are you alright?
Right here, I finally found where the vehicles were. I think the way they presented on the map just sort of confused me here, but it's like this little parking area inside, or almost like in part of the pillar of the bridge here, built in. So really any one of these vehicles will be beneficial to you. Personally, I ended up going with the anti-aircraft trailer just to finish off this buzzard, finish off the last enemy here. The Insurgent Pickup Custom might be a little bit better if you're solo. That way you can, like, if you're getting shot up real bad, you can choose to sit down in the lower part of the vehicle.
Alright,
That
we
way,
done.
you can try
Up
to
to
eat
Ivy.
some
Let's
snacks.
get paid.
The anti-aircraft trailer is a little bit more open, so that might not be as beneficial as the Insurgent Pickup Custom. But that's just a little bit of my preference there. But let's go ahead and go to Avi here, finish off the contract.
Well, that was terrifying, but thank you. We just changed the world a little bit and made you a lot richer. A lot richer. If, thank you very much, it's been real. Then, you don't know me, I was never here, goodbye.
So here's the totals, or the total we received for completing the data contract. And Sessenta and Moody Man together took a 10% cut. So not too bad overall, but that concludes the data contract. And you'll notice here we also did get paid $75,000 here, which is for completing the data contract as a leader for the first time. And I'll show you that award here coming up next. I think there's one more phone call that we're going to get, and then I'll show you that award right after that.
Yo, Doomsday Bunker? Private Army? What? Weaveless, y'all. No one's safe. I'll be still tripping, but I figure that just means he be back to normal. More important, upload complete, and that means payment complete. Y'all be sure to spend that all at once, alright?
So there's the award that we completed there, and we earned $75,000 as we just saw. We earned 800 XP as well, and I'll show you here where you can find this award. If you pause the game, go to stats, and then go down to awards, go down to Los Santos Tuners, you'll find this award, and again, it is for completing the data contract as the leader for the first time. So to end off this video, I'll show you one last comment that Sessenta makes about the contract that we just completed. But that pretty much concludes this video. I'll leave the outro right here, and then right after that, I will show that comment Sessenta makes. But as always, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found it extremely beneficial. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share it, and have a great day.
Ha ha ha. You enjoying the payout after that last job? Huh, I know I am. Finna be iced the fuck out.